Welcome back. Welcome back to the big swine fever show. It's not swine fever, is it? Well, what's swine fever? Is that a movie or something? It is a movie. And I'm in it. No, I don't know. I think it's a movie, Swine Fever, isn't it? Swine Fever? No, it's about pigs that go nuts or something. It's awesome. It's the greatest movie ever made, a tribute to American cinema. My first guest tonight is a very talented musician / actress. She's a good friend of the show. She's originally from a little town called Edinburgh, which is Edinburgh, isn't it? Which is is it Edinburgh?
Yes.
Don't say anything. You'll give away the surprise. Because Edinburgh is actually in a country called Scotland, which is a magnificent country to the north of a crappy little country called England. Please welcome my friend Shirley Manson, everybody. Hello, Shirley.
Is it just me? Is it just me, or do you think the swine flu has somehow affected Craig tonight?
Oh, well, no, I'm very concerned about this.
You're on fire tonight.
I am very concerned about the swine flu, the pig fever. I don't want to. Aren't you concerned?
I know you take this very seriously because I actually brought you a gift from Scotland.
What was it?
Just as I stepped onto the stage tonight, they were like, "No." The CBS censor stopped me.
Was it a vibrator?
No.
Then why were you stopped?
I was stopped because I had a can of haggis.
Oh no, you can't bring foodstuffs across the border.
Well, that's when I realised that you had taken this very, very seriously.
No, I didn't know about it. Yeah. If I'd have known, I would have had you deported.
I understand. But I would really...
Haggis in a can?
It was haggis in a can. I just thought it was the funniest thing ever, and I was going to bring it to you as a wee gift, but like I said, the CBS censor stopped me.
Well, I'm glad they did.
I can imagine.
Yeah. I was never a great fan of haggis. A lot of the Americans, which I am now...
You are now an American.
Thank you. Well, a lot of the Americans don't know what haggis is.
Well...
And good for them, I say.
On a week...
Were you in Scotland recently? Was that what it is?
I was not.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my way to Scotland, actually.
Well, really? Right now?
Well, not...
The airport's just out there. The weather seems clear. Your flight should be fine. When are you going?
I'm going in a week and a half.
Really?
Yes.
What for?
Actually, I'm going to Downing Street.
That's not in Scotland.
No, it's not. It's in England.
Yes.
And then...
That's where the Prime Minister lives, in England.
It is. And then...
And Sherlock Holmes.
Yes. Although he was Baker Street,
Baker Street, yeah, which is near Downing Street.
You're forgetting all this now.
No,
I know you're an American.
221B Baker Street. That was where Sherlock Holmes lived. Oh, right. Yes.
God,
see?
you're good.
Let me just say, you're originally from somewhere else, and I can tell by your red hair it's probably Edinburgh. You see? Yeah. Why are you going to Downing Street, the Prime Minister's residence? Are you forming an alliance?
Something like that.
Really?
But anyway, I'm going there, I'm popping off, and then I'm flying up to Scotland to see my dad. By hand. And then I'm going to a Scottish museum, as you so beautifully put in your note to me.
Well, I just said, well done in getting...
famous Scottish museum person.
Yeah, a museum of Scottish famous people that you're in, apparently I'm not.
No, but they sent a message to you via me. I am the vessel for the message.
Oh, hello.
Which is that they are looking into your family tree, apparently. And
that's
Lynn's,
not going to come out well. That's not... Tell them to leave the damn family tree alone and walk away. Okay. Yeah. Why was it some kind of genetic museum?
Yes, it's some kind of resource that they've developed over in Scotland for the first time, where they look into family trees and your genealogy, and I don't know. They're doing a...
Isn't this just a website? I'm sure this is just a website.
Well, they're doing exhibitions on so-called famous Scots. So...
Well, that's good. So it's you and who else?
Looking into it.
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly, you're right.
Yeah, Billy Connolly. Sean Connery, he'll be on it.
I don't think they are doing Sean Connery. They were doing somebody who I'd never heard of, which was James Black, but I don't know if it's Scotsman you'd have heard of.
No, not Sir James Black.
I don't know.
I just made that up.
Anyway, that's...
Well, how can you have a museum of Scottishness and not have Sean Connery? That's crazy talk.
It's crazy talk.
That would be like having a swine flu show without having a pig to introduce it. It just doesn't make sense.
Did you have a pig to introduce
There was a live pig here tonight that had a soul patch.
Hey, listen, I've got another bone to pick with you.
A bone to pick with me?
Well, I picked bone with you last time. I thought I may as well have another bone to pick with you.
Pick my bone, then. Go.
I went to Coachella and Paul McCartney was playing, and all I could think of the whole way through was Angela Lansbury.
Well, he does look a bit like Angela Lansbury, yes, sure.
And I totally blame you. It ruined the moment for me as the lights dimmed and the roar of the crowd, and on came a Beatle, and all I could think of was you and
Angela Lansbury. Wait, that's a bit. Do we have a picture of Paul McCartney?
Oh, no, don't do it.
There he is. Look, come on. You can't tell me that doesn't look a bit like Angela Lansbury.
I mean, he really does. That was the awful bit.
You know what? I was presenting the Grammys this year, and he came out, and he was sitting in the front row. I came out to do my little joke thing, and I looked at the front, and it was 20,000 people in this arena, and I had to do my little, everyone in show business is friends, you know, and I look in the front row, and there's Paul McCartney looking up at me, and I went, and through my head, I just went,
Angela.
Man, he really does look like Angela Lansbury. And then I'm thinking, and he probably thinks I'm a jerk. Oh, no. A Beatle thinks I'm a jerk.
That's awful.
I know, but I can't help it.
But when did it occur to you that Paul McCartney looked like Angela Lansbury?
Sgt. Pepper's album.
Oh,
I think.
come on.
No, I don't know. I think there was just at a certain point.
Just a moment.
Yeah, I saw it. Well, don't people sometimes think you look like somebody else?
Easy.
Well, who do you
They're
look
just easy.
Who do you look like?
Just be nice.
No, you hurt me there.
What?
That slam, you actually caught the tip of my finger.
Are you going to sue me now you're American?
Yeah, now I'm American, I'm going to sue you. That's what I'm going to. I am.
Well, you know, I'm completely unemployed actress and an unemployed singer, so
Well, what about
I'm
the band?
useless to sue.
Come on, let's have garbage out on the road, and, you know, not like garbage out on the road, but let's have some garbage stuff going on. What's happening?
I can do garbage easily.
No, stop it. I do garbage here every night. No, come on, it's time to do... What are you doing with the music business, then?
Well, I literally just finished a show that and now I'm, like I said, unemployed, so I'm thinking about doing some music again.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Oh, no, that's good. You could maybe come on here and...
I know, I was just thinking, how come you don't have any music? I think it's time you had some music.
Ask the guy over there who could tell you that we have no money. Listen, I am not kidding. You know when sometimes it rains in LA like 3 or 4 times a year? When it rains, there's a leak in the over there, just above the monologue spot. And when it rained and it was hitting the ground, you know what they did? They put out a bucket. And it wasn't even a show business bucket. It was just like a plastic bucket, and I had to go out and do the monologue, and there's a plastic bucket there, and I'm like, hey, and the water's going...
Jazz hands.
Yeah, and doing my jazz hands and my restless legs, and there's electricity up there. I could have been killed.
You could have been. Thank God you weren't.
God bless you.
But you should, every time that happens, you should play one of my songs.
I can't afford to play your songs.
Sure you can.
No, we can't. No, if we want to play a garbage song, it's
How
like...
much do you have to pay?
150, 200 bucks sometimes.
Is it really? Do you really have to?
You have to pay money for
fabulous.
it, I'm sure. Yeah, that's why when it comes back from the commercial break, you always hear deedle-de-boo-dee-dee, because it's like library music that CBS gets for 20 bucks or something.
But you were a musician.
Yeah.
Why don't you play some of your music?
Have you ever heard it?
No, I haven't.
Well, there you are then. You
What was the name of your band?
I was in a bunch of different bands. You know fine well what they were called. Bastards from Hell. We have to go. We're right out of time. We're out of time.
You'll never ask me back now, will you?
Yeah, well. I'll ask you back right now in front of our viewer. Shirley Manson, everybody. She'll be back as soon as she can make it. We'll be right back.